CD number 3, page 66, Unit 7, Going Away. Lesson A, Getting Ready. 1. Getting started. B. Listen. What's Rita going to do in Puerto Rico? Is she ready for the trip? Practice the conversation.
So, are you all packed for your trip?
No, I'm nowhere near ready. Look at my to-do list. I need to go shopping to get a suitcase, and I still have to go online to find a flight.
Uh-oh. So is it expensive to fly to Puerto Rico, or is it easy to find cheap flights?
Well, it's not too hard to find a bargain. You just have to do some research.
Right. So why are you going exactly?
To see my relatives in San Juan. Then we're all going someplace to go snorkeling.
Nice. Sounds like a fun trip. Good luck with your list.
Thanks.
Page 67. 2. Grammar. Infinitives for reasons. It's plus adjective plus to. You can use an infinitive to give a reason.
Why are you going to Puerto Rico?
To see my relatives. I'm going to Puerto Rico to see my relatives.
I need to go shopping to get a suitcase.
I have to go online to find a flight.
You can use it's plus adjective plus to describe a verb.
Is it expensive to fly?
It's easy to find a cheap flight online.
Is it easy to find bargains online?
It's easy to do. It's not hard to do.
Page 67. 3. Speaking naturally. Reduction of to. A. Listen and repeat. Notice the reduction of to in the sentences above.
Is it expensive to visit your country?
Well, it's hard to find cheap hotels.
Page 67. 3. Speaking naturally. Reduction of to. B. Listen and complete the questions. Then, ask and answer the questions with a partner. 1.
Do you need a visa to visit your country?
2.
Do you need to speak the language to get around your city?
3.
Is it easy to find a cheap place to stay?
4.
Is it safe to walk around late at night?
5.
Do you have to pay to go in museums?
Page 68. Lesson B. Things to remember. 1. Building vocabulary. A. Listen and say the words. What else do you see in the picture? Make a list. Can you think of any other things you need when you travel? Compare with a partner.
A bathing suit. Sandals. A towel. Insect repellent. A tent. A sleeping bag. A pair of scissors. A first aid kit. A brush. A hairdryer. Makeup. Shampoo. Sunscreen. A toothbrush. Toothpaste. Soap. A razor. pajamas, batteries, a flashlight.
Page 69. 2. Building language. A. Listen. Jenny's going on a camping trip. What's her mother's advice? Practice the conversation.
Jenny, maybe you should take some insect repellent. Oh, and take a flashlight. And don't forget to pack some spare batteries. Why don't you take my jacket? It's a good idea to have something warm. Now, you need to take a hat. You could borrow your dad's, but don't lose it. Oh, and Jenny, do you want to pack some other shoes?
I'm sorry, Mom. Did you say something? I can't hear you with my headphones on.
Page 69. 3. Grammar. Advice and suggestions.
What should I take?
Should I take these shoes?
You should take a hat.
You shouldn't take high heels.
You could borrow your dad's hat.
You need to have warm clothes.
Do you want to pack some other shoes?
Why don't you take a hat?
It's a good idea to pack a jacket.
Take a flashlight.
Don't forget to pack some batteries.
Page 70. Lesson C. That's a great idea. 1. Conversation strategy. Responding to suggestions. B. Listen. What would Chris and Stan like to do? What are they probably going to do?
You know, we should take a few days off sometime.
Yeah, we should. Definitely.
We could go to Mexico or something.
That's a great idea.
We could even go for a couple of weeks.
Well, maybe. I guess we could, but...
You know, we could just quit our jobs and maybe go backpacking for a few months.
Well, I don't know. I'd like to, but I guess I need to keep this job. You know, to pay for school and stuff.
Yeah, me too, I guess.
Page 71. 2. Strategy plus. I guess. Check where you think the speakers say, I guess. Then listen and write I guess where you hear it. Practice with a partner. 1.
I really prefer warm weather to cold. How about you?
I guess I like cold weather more. It's a lot of fun to do winter sports.
That's true, I guess. You can go sledding and stuff. We should do that sometime.
2.
So what's your idea of a good vacation?
Well, I kind of like to go camping. I guess that's my favorite thing to do.
Really? That sounds like fun. Hey, why don't we go together sometime?
Yeah, I guess we could go next summer, maybe.
Page 71. 3. Listening and strategies. It's good to travel. A and B. Listen to conversations between Mark and his friends. 1.
You know, I think it's important for everyone to travel to another country. You know, to see how other people live.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's good to study about places in school and go on vacation and everything, but you have to live in a country to really understand its culture.
That's true. But you know, I'm actually thinking about taking a vacation in Mexico this summer. Hey, you should come with me.
Well, I'd like to, but is it easy to find cheap flights?
2.
You know, on my last business trip, I spoke some French. It was good, to say hello and please, and people really liked that.
I'm sure. It's so important to speak the local language when you travel.
Yeah. We could take a French class together.
Well, I guess we could, but I really want to learn Spanish. It's easier to find a job when you can speak Spanish.
3.
You're so lucky. You travel all over. I'd love to go sightseeing in San Francisco or somewhere.
I know. There's a lot of interesting places to see, but it's actually good to get away from tourist areas. Like when you go north of San Francisco, along the coast, it's beautiful. And there are no tourists. We could rent a car and go there sometime.
That sounds great. Are there any nice places to stay?
4.
One of my favorite trips was to Australia, though it's not easy to get there. It's like an 18-hour flight.
Wow. How long did you stay there?
Only 8 days, and it's not possible to get to know a country in a short trip like that.
No, you're right.
We should go backpacking there, like all summer next year.
I don't know. It's not easy to go away for so long. I have to work.
5.
A friend of mine went to China last year. She loved it, but she wouldn't eat the food.
Really? That's too bad. The food is so good. And anyway, you should always try the local food when you go to a new place.
I agree. And anyway, I love Chinese food.
There's a Chinese festival next month. Why don't we go?
I'd love to. Do they have music and food and everything?